second game of our doubleheader on ESPN. It's the Kings hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. The red-hot Sacramento Kings have won 8 in a row.
Off the pick beautifully, but Sacramento had 54 points in the paint, all on back cuts. And here they are, the very first play of the game, just torched.
Hassel misses Stojakovic the rebound. In that first game between the two, it was way back on November the 5th. An overtime game as Brad Miller and another pretty pass from Divac.
Losing some real cliffhangers. On the good side, the 18 games that the Timberwolves have played, they've had a chance to win 16 of them in the last 3 minutes of the game.
How about Hoiberg guarding Miller?
Brad Miller has come to play so consistent basketball. Now matched up against Fred Hoiberg. This is a nightmare head-to-head confrontation for Flip Saunders, but what can he do other than play a lot of zone? And this Sacramento team, in the brain patterns of Kevin Garnett.
Jackson trying to take Hoiberg. Good defense from Fred Hoiberg. Again, getting the start with the injuries tonight. Miller will try it again here in this opening period. Tony Massenberg in the game. More zone defense a little bit from Minnesota.
Irvin Johnson giving Kevin Garnett a bit of a rest here.
Miller
in intensity, and you know, they'll hopefully start missing sometime.
Ollie, thanks for your time. We hope you feel better and see you soon.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Tim.
Mike, back to you and Bill.
You know, Jim, that's one of the things that, you mentioned. How are they over 500? Is Miller hit low? He usually comes away with the ball, and he's the tallest player on that. Cassell of the Sacramento Kings.
But like everything else that the Maloofs do here,
how'd you like to be Minnesota on the road as Cassell misfires? You shoot after all the good shooting in the first half. 0 for 7 combined. Make it 0 for 8 here in the second half. Johnson way short.
But he's got to shoot that ball. If he doesn't, it just breaks down completely for Minnesota.
Again, Johnson playing a lot. No all over Candy tonight. Miller.
Momentum in the balance. Get to the hoop. Get to the free throw line. Make a big play.
Forced that one a little bit. Miller played him very well.
And with no double team, you should think that Kevin Garnett would be able to get to the hoop on Brad Miller.
Divac, Jackson cuts back door and can't get it, but Miller right there. And a foul.
It all starts with the passing of Vlade. That back cut by Bobby Jackson. Vlade didn't see him, but the little whoop caught his attention, and then Brad Miller just followed it up. As
averaged 23 a game, so he can score.
Beautiful passing, Bobby Jackson.
Sangaila can't finish. Stojakovic tip won't go. Miller comes away with another rebound. Goes up strong and puts it in.
Milka hot hand.
Both teams now, any foul will put them in the penalty. Miller, tie game.
Team is alive. Kevin McHale's vision of putting some offensive firepower around Kevin Garnett to take the pressure off. Will it work?
78 points for the big three from Minnesota. Miller again. Come up by 5. Bobby Jackson will bring it up.
They should have fouled him immediately.
Jackson for 3. Miller. 1. And the home winning streak comes to an end. Sacramento finally defeats